Ooni of Ife's father and Queen Naomi applauded Dr. Elizabeth as she bought a new mansion in the heartbeat of Ile Ife kingdom, where she will be moving in. Anyway, before we go into the gist proper, let me welcome you back to my channel officially. You are highly welcome back to my channel, okay? If you're just joining me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Okay, like I told you some time ago, they said Mariam, Ronke, and Ashley, they gang up against Dr. Elizabeth, They insisted that they are not leaving the palace unless Dr. Elizabeth leaves the palace. We do know that the king have insisted that they must leave the palace. But we keep hearing that Dr. Elizabeth will not leave the palace with them. Because it is right now, they said, it's only Dr. Elizabeth who cares about the feelings of the king. And the king also wants her around. And one thing we do know is that Ooni of Ife is the king. And he has the final say here. But let's not also forget that Dr. Elizabeth is not from Ile Ife kingdom. And that is why it looks as if they are playing too much politics in this. Ronke and Ashley happens to be from Ile Ife, And this idea of why would the daughters of the soil leave the palace for a total stranger or people who are not from the land to stay back, that is not going to happen, is because Queen Naomi is not from Ile Ife kingdom. I've said it before, and then someone attacked me in my comment section saying that no, in Yoruba it is not the same thing. After all, Queen Naomi is a Yoruba girl, this and that. But let me tell you, they are playing the politics. It is very obvious that the reason why it is very difficult for the wives to leave the palace is because some daughters of the soil, someone like Ashley and Ronke, are there, and they happens to come from a royal family too. So that is why it is becoming too difficult, because if they are not from royal family, it will be very easy for the king to take decision and this decision will stand. But because they have uncles and brothers who will always tell the king that, look, how can you tell daughters of this soil to leave the palace for people who are not from Ile Ife kingdom? So, but with all of this, the king have also insisted that they must leave the palace. Before now, they keep saying, someone like Mariam said she is going to leave the palace when she finished building her house. Ronke did not come up with any serious excuse. Ashley, several, they have found a house for Ashley. Ashley keep complaining about spirit and this and that. So all of this they are doing is just a way for them not to leave the palace. But the king insisted. The reason why I said that he is very serious about them leaving this palace right now is because he have made it clear that it's either they leave the palace or they return the bride price. And women, they don't want to return the bride price because they have done a whole lot. They don't play a lot of politics to be where they are today, to become the Olories that they are. During the time they were concubines, they were waxing strong, and not to talk of now that they become Olori. So right now they are insisting that they are not leaving the palace unless Dr. Elizabeth leaves the palace. And we do know that Dr. Elizabeth supports the king for going after Queen Naomi. As a matter of fact, she realized that the only thing that makes the king happy is if Queen Naomi should come back to the palace today with Prince Tadenikawo. Because Prince Tadenikawo is the only son of the king. I know you know that. So, now, since the women decided to attack Dr. Elizabeth, saying that she is the one instigating the king to send them out of the palace because she know that the king don't want her to go too, that before they will go, that she is going with them. Now, to prove to them that she doesn't care whether she stays back in the palace or not, they said she went to the heartbeat of Ile Ife kingdom and bought a very big mansion. They said the mansion is it has a swimming pool inside. They said the place is very, very beautiful. And when they are looking for a house for her, they said there was a particular house, a very big mansion like that they found for her around the palace area, behind the palace. and she insisted that she don't want to stay there, so that she wants to go far away from the palace, so that at least they will not be seeing themselves every now and then and all of that. And recall that when there was a time they said Ronke went and bought a house, or she wanted to buy a house that is very close to the palace, and her main reason for buying that particular house is such that with time she will open fence, because they say it's only fence that is separating that house from the palace. So her main reason for trying to buy the house is that she will open fence, and from there she will be entering the palace. She will have access and all of that. But the king, because the king don't want them around, insisted that she will not buy the house. Now they bought a house. They found a house for Dr. Elizabeth close, and Dr. Elizabeth is saying no, that she wants to stay far away, just to prove to these women that it's not all about her. That if they think they can, use her as an excuse for not leaving the palace, that they are wrong. That as for her, the only thing that she wanted is a place where Prince Tadenikawo will return back to the palace. And for some of them and the elders who really want Prince Tadenikawo to return back without Queen Naomi, they are making mistake, because it is not going to happen. There is no how Queen Naomi will leave Prince Tadenikawo all by himself to return back to the palace. So Dr. Elizabeth is about to leave very soon. From what we are hearing, they say she have gotten a house for herself. This time around, she doesn't wait for the king to buy the house for her. She's not looking up to the king to buy a house. You can imagine that. Oh, so right now, I'm sure the wives will be kind of, what exactly is this woman's problem? Is she the only one that have money and all of that? Because I don't know. What I know is that what matters now is that the king now understands so well that Dr. Elizabeth means well for him. So wherever she lives, whether she lives far away from the palace or not, the king will always make out time to be with her and make her happy. But you see all of them who are giving him headache, whether they stay back in that palace or they stay anywhere, the king will not even have time for them. Yes, he will not have time for them. And before you know it, now he will just leave the palace for them. From Queen Naomi, he will go to Dr. Elizabeth's house and all of that. And it's better self, so that when he go there, he will spend enough time. Anyways, I don't know. What do you think? Whatever I think, please share with us on the comment section, okay? And let me also remind you that they are all alleged information. Always bear that in mind, because we do not live in the palace. So thanks for watching. Like I said, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that I get notified each time I upload a new content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support for me, okay? For all your comments, both the good, the bad, the ugly. I really thank you for always being here, okay? Bye for now. Love you guys.